Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's review is on what everybody's talking about. The Blendiful Puff Sponges by Tati Westbrook, Glam Life Guru on YouTube. This is the Blendiful. I bought 2 packages. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what they look like. I'm sure everybody has seen them, but this is what they look like. These are washed. Okay, I washed them. The baby blender is firmer. As you can see, when I'm pressing them in, you can see this is much easier than this one. This is very cute. I could see, like, a lot of people are saying put this in your purse with a little loose setting powder, and during the day if you have to, just blot, because it would really get under all these areas, you know, really nice. And it's small and it's cute. Who doesn't want a heart, right? While I'm talking about a few things that I've noticed, a couple good things, a couple bad things, what I'm going to do is I have my eyebrows done, I have my eyeshadow done, and my eyeshadow, I have nothing else on my face. My eyeshadow is by Revolution, Emily Noel on YouTube, and this is Makeup Revolution. She came out with this, I think, 2 years ago. This was my second palette I ever bought. It's $20 at Ulta. And just look at those colors. It is beautiful. Today I used the, don't want to dip my fingers. Don't want to dip my fingers in it, and I did because my nails are long again. Let me show you the colors that I used. Okay, I used, the colors I used were this one first, which is called Eve Rose, Bella Violet, and Family. I used this one first, then I used this one, and then I used this one, was Family, was just to darken it a little bit. This color is, I love that color. This one, I love them. And this one. And on my brows, above my, just on my brow bone, what I do is I've been using this. It's called the Dream. It's whitish, but it doesn't show up terribly. Let me see, it doesn't really show up. It's not like sparkly highlight. It's just enough. See, gives just enough subtle. I don't have anything under my eyes because I'm going to be putting on concealer, color corrector and stuff like that. This is a really good palette. Tati reviewed it. A lot of people reviewed it, I believe, a year and a half ago, 2 years. Let me see if I can get it in there in the light a little bit better. Look at those colors. It's, like I said, $20 in Ulta, and it's a really great palette. She has another one. She has a smaller one. It's called, this is the Wants. The other one's called the Needs. It's smaller. It has highlight, blush, contour. I think it has a couple eyeshadows. It's basic. It's something you can take. It's like half the size. You can take, put in your purse, and it'll do your whole face and touch up your eyeshadow. If you want something that's all in combined, you know, so you're not having separate products put in your purse. It's all one kit, and that one I believe was anywhere from $15 to $20. But I know they still sell it. I was in Ulta the other day and they still have it. So if you can't buy it at Ulta, you can always buy it at the website at Makeup Revolution. It's called Emily Edit the Wants. I think it's one of the best palettes out there, and I don't think it got enough love, and I dug it out of my stuff, and I've been giving it love the last few days. So thank you, Emily. It's a good palette, and it's always available. I should pick up a second one just to have it in my storage, just in case, because I do, for a long time, I did hit a lot of these colors. It's hard to tell that some of them are like I said, a really pizzazz and cupcake. Some of these down here, you can see I really dug into them. This one, this one, this one, this one, I really dug into them. And I should just pick up a second one and leave it in with all my extras. Okay, now let's get back to what we're here for. Well, I put on primer because this is a hydrating primer, and Tati said on the with the Blendiful, you should only use pore filling primers on that so it doesn't clog it up, and it doesn't clog up I'm sorry, I keep calling it a beauty sponge, the Blendiful, because you don't want to waste a lot of surface on the Blendiful. This is Tarte's base tape. It's hydrating because I'm going to be using Juvias. I'm using everything, products that I know that I've used for months and months and months and months, and I know how they work with sponges. I know how they work with brushes. These are my holy grails, so I have no problem using them. So if the Blendiful doesn't work very well with them, I know it's the Blendiful and not the product, because I have used these products for a long, long time. Now, while I'm putting this in, I'm going to talk about the Blendiful and a couple good things. Sorry, I have a mirror over here, a magnifying mirror. I'm going to talk about a couple of the good things and bad things. Well, not so bad, but just things that I would have liked Tati to address. First thing, I wish Tati would have done a review video on how to take her Blendiful instead of little clips, you know, here and there where she said do this, do that, you can turn it, you could do this. I wish she would have done a beginning to end tutorial on it. Second, the bag is nice. It's not recycled because it's foiled. This would have been nice if it was resealable, because I could have put these back in here and thrown it in my purse, especially if I'm going out or if I'm going away for a few days. It would have been resealable, would have been in here, and as soon as I look at it in my bag, I go, oh, there's my Blendifuls. They're not floating around in my stuff. Or if this couldn't have been resealable, maybe put these in some kind of little makeup bag, something that would have closed so we could take the makeup bag, put this with a little bit of loose powder, and throw it in your makeup bag or your purse. It does not say on here to wash. It says do not bleach, do not dry clean. It says just machine wash, or you can hand wash. Machine wash, you can put it in one of those lingerie bags, the ones for the delegates. I wouldn't wash this. A couple different videos, people have washed it and the seams have fallen apart, and they're getting new ones because they might be defective, where the seams people have had holes. Mine have not. Another thing is, these are made in China. It would have been maybe as time goes on, she can have something made in America. $18 for the two. I did wash them because that's one pet peeve I have, is 90% of the time when I get brushes or makeup tools, I wash them. They're coming from overseas. They are always sprayed with chemicals, formaldehydes, pesticides, ammonias, to stop bugs and vermin from eating the products. When you take them out of the bag, I'm not sure if Tati even knows, maybe they told her they didn't, but even with makeup brushes, it's got chemicals, and you're taking that, putting it on your face. Even when you get clothes at the store, you're supposed to wash them because they do spray them with chemicals. You're putting them on. The largest organ you have is your skin, and it absorbs. You're looking at formaldehydes, ammonias, pesticides, God knows what's over there. Okay, I took them out of the bag and I did notice a couple little fibers, but I was going to wash them regardless. It doesn't say on there to wash first, but people did videos and they were picking fibers out of their makeup. Okay, now I have that set down. What I'm going to do is I have to use my fingers, or I'm going to color correct under my eyes. I do not want to use the Blendiful for this because I don't want it to take away product, and I don't want to this color because this does stain my beauty blender, my beauty sponge, sorry. And I want the product, I have to just smooth it out. So I've been watching some reviews. I watched Manny, I've watched a couple others, and some people like it. I watched Brit Cakes yesterday. She was doing her live. She had some concerns too, certain things. What I would really like to get out of this product is, if I can't use it for anything else, I could use it for powder. My problem is what my very textured skin, which has gotten better over the last couple months because I've been using mandelic acid from The Ordinary. I put it on my face at night before bed 5 times a week. Give my face the weekends off, and it has helped with the fine lines. And I have a lot of texture here from acne, scarring, and rosacea. I noticed that the lines are better. My face looks smoother. It feels better. Some of the darkness I have here from the rosacea this is a lot lighter. Plus I'm talking and I'm getting a little red, sorry. But this right here does get really red, and it was sometimes even through makeup, it was very red, and I would have to color correct, and I notice I don't have to do that. Plus you're putting blush, so it keeps it red. And I have a couple lines right here. Sorry about where I'm looking. A couple lines right here that have gotten smoother. And along my eye right here. And here. I don't put that mandelic acid near the eye. I go this way. This is as far as I go, like this. Okay? And just above the brow. And here. And I'll put it everywhere else. Now where the mandelic acid is on, I'll put on a moisturizer, a nighttime moisturizer at night, which you're allowed to do. And then I go to bed. So now that that is on, what I'm going to do is, a lot of the products here I'm using are going to be cream products. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my holy grail. Most of these products are my number ones. Juvia's Place Matte Foundation. I did not get the stick. I have the liquid. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the beauty, I keep wanting to say beauty blender, sorry, the Blendiful. I'm going to put some on. Okay. Put it all over my face. Do the little dots like I always do, just like when I have my beauty sponge or my foundation brush. If I could not use this for my, like she's been intending it for foundation and everything else, I was talking about powder. What it is no matter what powder I use, I have Essence, I have Becca. No matter what powder, I've tried CoverGirl, I've tried Elf, I've tried Wet n Wild, I've tried Becca. I've tried a lot of different ones. Because of my texture, it seems cakey. Oh, and the lines around my mouth, I've been getting a lot less too with that mandelic acid. What I'll do is, I never put foundation under my eyes, guys. I use the Juvia's Place or Shape Tape concealer. Now, I have a big mirror over here. I'm sorry that I keep looking the other way. I have to get a better setup in my bedroom. I did order that ring light, and I'm still trying to find a table that I like better than the one I'm using. They're like $30 or more, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Now, this is I know I'm getting dry patches. See, it's not blending. Let me try a little bit more. This is a matte foundation, and sometimes that does do that even with the beauty sponges, but when I use a brush, it doesn't do that. Okay, I was patting. Now I'm going to pull. Pat and pull, okay? I know this color looks a little off, but with the other products that I put on, it doesn't look as white or off once I put on my other products. I'm so used to patting with the beauty sponges. Okay, it's not picking up a lot of product. It seems like the product is sitting on top. Another thing that I noticed people were doing, they were talking about putting on their foundations and their creams and their powders. They were like, oh, we're running out of space. They were like trying to turn it to do little things. I brought this up to Brick Cake and she responded yesterday. It's got two sides, guys. Why not just flip this band over and use the other side? It's got two sides. Then you won't run out of surface. Okay, get out of the habit of patting. Try to pat and pull, pat and pull. Okay, that's looking better. She said to take it and smooth it. I know the color looks off, guys. I know it looks too light, but with all my other products, everything will be good, okay? Now, go on my nose. Sorry this video is going to be long. What I'm going to do is, after I get everything on, I have to go out. I have some things to do. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make an update video. I can't add to this because I'm not really sure how to use the video software. I'm having problems with it for some reason. It told me to download it. It said it was acceptable to my computer, and then all of a sudden it says it's not. It says this product is not compatible with your device, and I'm like, wait a minute. It was suggested and it was said, and I read a lot of people like, yeah, it's great for this and that, and I can't get it to edit. And when it did edit the other day, when I tried to do an edit video, it had no sound for some reason. I just did a test video, you know? Okay. Looking at it in my I know I look a little crazy. It does look really blended. All right, well, it does look really blended. Let me use my concealer. This is Juvia's Place. This is number 19. And I'm going to do exactly what I do normally. Okay, I'm going to put a little up here, and I add a little here. Okay, there you go. Now, let's see what this looks like. Take this, fold it, go to town. And do exactly what I do with the beauty blender or beauty sponges. looks like the product sits on top. It doesn't get absorbed into the Blendiful. Okay, here's the other eye. And I have this mark. I have no idea what this is. But I've had it for almost a year. It's almost like I had a scratch and it just didn't heal right. Okay. There you go. Barely picking up any product. And it is blending. I am patting and pulling just a little bit. Seems to be doing pretty good. Take this down. You don't want a demarcation or a mask. And with my short hair, all of that would always be noticeable. Okay. Patting and pulling. Patting and pulling. Just try and make it look a little bit more smooth. I know my eyebrow is a little janky. That I'll fix that'll fix off camera after everything's done. Okay. Sorry about my phone going off. I should have shut it off. Sorry about that, guys. So, that's all it's showing. I do like it. Now, what I'm going to do is use some setting. I'm going to set my under eyes, which I do very, 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 very lightly. Okay. Oh, sorry, I keep going out of picture. Sorry about that. Okay. What I'm going to do is, let me set my eyes with a little bit of this Essence Silky Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I'm going to take the same area I was using under my eyes. Just lightly, just so it doesn't move. I set my nose, around my nose. What would be great with this product is if it could help put my powder on where my powder doesn't look so blotchy because of my texture issues. This would be great if I didn't use it for anything else but putting the powder on and making the powder look really nice. That would be totally worth it. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to use a cream stick, a little bit by ColourPop Plush Sticks. This is the color, I don't know, I'll have it in the description. I can't even, this is what it looks like. I can't even tell without my glasses on. Just going to put a little bit on. Use the Blendiful to blend that out. Okay, I'm going to use a different part of the Blendiful. I'm going to blend it up towards my hairline. Sorry if you hear that little bit of noise once in a while. It's my cat. He's over here next to me, and he does not like when attention is not paid on him 24/7. He gets a little, he does these little coos and these little attention getters, I call them. And then as soon as you're off the device of the phone, he turns around and he ignores you all day. And as soon as you pick up the device, he's like, oh, you're talking to somebody, you're going to be hanging out with somebody? Oh no, I gotta have attention. I know it's very subtle. It looks really, really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the more blush from the I Heart Revolution Pink Frosting. I did a video on this. I'm going to take, there it is. I'm going to take that same area with the blush. Then I use the blush on. I'm going to go into the lighter side. Oof. Pull some of that off. And put it on. A little bit more. Now I usually use a brush and it just seems to, and then I go in with a beauty sponge and blend it through so it looks a little on the seamless side. You know, you don't want harsh lines. Pretty good. I don't see any harshness. Now with this, because it is a little on the sparkly side, it is a little on the sparkly side, shimmer side. What I do is I then go in and I use the matte fixing compact powder from Essence. I have these all reviewed in past videos down below. I take a little bit, and it is very matte and it is very white, and I just go over it to lessen the shimmer, because I like matte blushes, but I don't mind a little shimmer. But I have shimmery eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna pat this just a little bit. There you go. Yep, took away a lot of that shimmer. There you go. There you go. Okay. Now we're going to do some bronzing. I'm going to flip this over because this looks a little used up that side. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing with matte bronzing powder. I have the one here from I Heart, the I Heart Revolution, that I reviewed in the other video. It's nice and warm, it's nice, but it's a little dark, even using it with a brush. I had to tone it down with the beauty sponge, and I don't want to really jack up my face. There you go. Now, she put it on and she pulled up. She was saying put it on and pull up towards your hairline, which I normally do with the beauty. I use a brush. Sorry, just looking, my cat, he's playing with his mouse. Just put it on and pull up, pat a little. I do this anyways with the brush, and then I use the sponge. I always finish, whenever I use a brush, I use a sponge to make everything look more seamless, you know, not so harsh. You don't want harsh lines. Put a little bit of this right under my blush, just a little bit. And I'm going to use a little bit under here. Patting. And then I'm going to go like this. I kind of like the texture and the feel of this puff, whatever that she's calling it. I like the texture a lot better than the beauty sponge. I find this more soothing, more relaxing, just nicer, and there's the product. I just find it to be a little, I don't know, it's almost like taking a stuffed animal and putting it against your face. I like the feeling of it a lot better. Let me put on a little bit more. I go across my head because I don't want it to look too patted down. I don't want it to look like you got a big brown line. Oh, and another thing that annoyed the heck out of me that people were talking about, they were like, well, oh, it has to be washed every day, and that's a pain in the butt because, you know, I'm lazy. That's my problem with a lot of these videos. They're like, oh yeah, I don't wash my brushes for a couple times or a week or a month, and my beauty sponges are from 2 weeks ago. Every time you use a product, your brushes, your sponges, your puffs, whatever, you need to take the 5 minutes to wash them out. Not only does the makeup deteriorate the product, but who wants to take a beautiful blank canvas with dirty tools that have bacteria or dust particles, you know, pollen on your face, and then people are like, oh, I keep getting all these breakouts and I don't understand, my skincare routine is great. And I'm like, you're one of the ones that talk about not washing their sponges or beauty whatever's in their brushes for 2 weeks at a time. Or some of them are like, I don't even remember the last time I washed out my brushes or my anything. And I'm like, you don't eat off dirty plates. If a painter came to your house with dirty brushes and said, hey, I came from this other job yesterday, I didn't have time to clean my brushes, and now I'm going to paint the trim of your whole house that you paid me $3,000 to do, what would you say? No, clean your brushes. Imagine if the Mona Lisa or one of those was made with dirty brushes because he was too lazy to clean it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I use a little bit of this pink essence powder a little all over my face just to set my makeup. I don't know why I'm having the hardest time with this. Okay, I am going to still use the side that I was using for the bronzer. What I'm going to do is let me open this up and okay, set my face. What I do is I take a little and I go right over my eyebrows. They're already pretty much set because I use the eyebrow gel and I let it dry, and then I use the pencils. But sometimes I just like to go over it a little bit more. It's very cold out, and sometimes I perspire because of the perimenopause, and my face gets a little dewy even in the winter. Okay. Alright, so far I know I've been doing a lot of putting on products so far. How do I like this? There's from the bronzer and the setting powder. This is from everything else. It has hardly any product, and I like the softness, and it's just, everything got applied. Everything around my nose, everything here. How do I like it? I like it. I go through beauty sponges. I bought Eco Tools, their beauty sponges, and I've had it for 2 months, and it's already starting to have a couple cracks because I do wash very gentle. I use gentle soaps, especially goat's milk soap in the bar. I'm very gentle with my stuff. I go through, I don't know, beauty sponges, 6 a year. And if you're buying them $5 a pop, that's fine. It's $25 a year I spend in sponges alone, and this is $18. This one I'm going to put in a sandwich bag with a little bit of setting, with a little bit of loose powder, so if I'm out during the day, especially in the summer, you know, and I just take sometimes napkins, or I take a little toilet paper and I go like this, and you hope when you're doing it you don't get all that little pilling from the toilet paper. And that's what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm gonna put this in with a little bit of loose setting powder in a little sandwich bag and put it in my makeup bag. Do I like this so far? Yes. It's $18. I'm not spending $25, $30 a year in sponges. And I refuse to buy that beauty blender for $20. I know people I've seen online who said they go through like 3 a year. That's $60. So I'll keep this. I bought one of these for my daughter, and she will be getting it soon. And I hope she'll try it out, even if she just uses it for powders. You don't have to use it for everything. Now, I'm going to come back and I'll do an update video. I'm going to be gone for a few hours, and I will let you know whether I like it, and I'll also have it washed and tell you how it held up to its second washing. Now, I want to thank you very much for watching my channel. Thank you for my 20 subscribers. I was at 18. I got 2 in 1 week. And I want to thank you very much for watching my channel. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Please tell me if you've got the Blendiful and how you think of it, or if you're going to get the Blendiful, and tell me what you're going to use. You know, leave me a comment. Tell me what you're going to do with it. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video, and see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye. Love to all of you. Bye.